fam in the building. So we're starting a little bit later tonight because I was behind on my gym quota. So priorities and all like that. But we're back again, getting some more insight, more feedback and perspective from another Mexican lady on what Mexican women think about American hombres, gringos, Americanos, whatever the hell you want to call us. So let me just go ahead and bring her in now. Buenas noches.
Hey, buenas noches.
What is your name?
My name is Sharon.
Okay, well, thank you for stopping by, Sharon.
Hmm,
And you're how old?
Sorry.
How old?
Yeah,
Yeah. ¿Cuántos años?
I'm 26 years.
26 years. Oh, danger zone.
Hmm.
I think the last young lady was also 26.
Oh,
Yep.
really? Yeah, I'm 26 years old.
Okay. Yeah. No intention of my own. Um, I'm not being biased, so that's just a coincidence. So we got another young lady in the danger zone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Any children?
No, I don't have children or
Okay.
husband or nothing like that.
Well, you're jumping the gun. That was the next question. All right. So 26 years old. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico City.
Born and raised in Mexico
Yeah,
City?
I
Okay.
born and raised here.
So I'm doing a good job of picking from the local sample pool. All right. So why are you single?
Yeah, I don't know. I have many time single, so I think that it's not like my priority to be in a relationship right now. Maybe later I would like be in a relationship.
Heard it all before.
Huh.
So it's like I might as well
Yeah,
still be
I
in the
mean, I like,
States.
yeah, I mean, I like to date with friends or with guys, but
Hmm.
right now I don't look for a relationship. So,
Yeah, man. It's like the modern woman really doesn't matter the country. That's why guys always like women over here and women there. And I keep trying to tell guys, women are not different. Women are the same. What's different is the environment and the circumstances.
yeah,
When the conditions are a certain way, the women are going to react and respond a certain way, regardless. So the women today don't have to secure a relationship in order to live life. Back in the day, you had to get the hell out of your parents' house by a certain age, and the way to do that was to secure a husband. So it was a necessity. So it's not surprising that women nowadays, once they have their own job, once they have a job and they can have a roommate, that's an option. They're like, well, shit, I don't need nobody to pay half the rent. I just get a roommate. So they say what you just said. For me, right now, dating isn't a priority, but maybe later. But here's
hmm,
the thing, though: there's no maybe later. Later, dating will be a priority. A man will be a priority later, and that's why we say you're in the danger zone. Because the way the deal works is that the guy wants you when you're young and beautiful, and you want the guy later on in life for stability and resources and provision and protection and blah, 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 blah. And women are thinking that they're going to have their fun and have their youth to party and date around and enjoy their youth and freedom and blah, blah, blah. And then later, when it's time to settle down and get serious and pay some bills and have a lifestyle, maintain a lifestyle, then they think, oh, I'll just get the guy then. So it's not a fair deal to the guy because the whole deal is you get her while she's young, beautiful, youthful, and then later on you take care of her as she's getting older. So that's the way it is. Of course, women don't want to see it that way, and some guys are smart enough to realize that they're losing in that equation. Other guys are just thirsty and lucky to have a woman at whatever time they can finally get her. So they're actually taking a raw deal and they don't even fucking realize it. They're just so thirsty to be with a woman. But the high value guys tend to know, you know, what deal benefits them. So I'm just putting that out there, something to be wary of, because women, for whatever reason, they don't never really calculate that until it's too late. And then they wonder why they're stuck with shitty options in men as they get older. All right. So, do you actually want to have children at some point?
Mm, no, I don't want to have children.
Yeah, it's the thing. But the guy that you're expecting to like go get older with you and take care of you later on, that guy might like want children and a family. That's kind of one of the main things that women provide a man with is children and a family. So again, that's just another thing missing out of the deal. But hey, whatever. To each his own. Um, so let's get to the main question. So what do you think about American men? And go ahead, take your time, be detailed and thorough. What do you think about American dudes?
Well, I think that American guys are like a little special, because people here in Mexico is like so nice, and sometimes people of America is a little rude, but I think that is because it's the way that you are over there. People, even you don't know him there, they greeting you or say like hello or they talk to you. So if you don't know to American people, they only pass.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I find it very irritating, man. There's always people trying to talk to me, and I'm like, listen,
Hmm.
I don't know you. I don't talk to strangers. Stop talking to me. Stop
Yeah,
asking
because
me
people
questions.
people here is like, even they don't know, it's like, hi. And I know that because I have American friends and
Hmm.
we walk together, and sometimes people is like, hey, buenas tardes, buenas noches, and he is like, hmm? It's the only thing that I don't like about some American guys, but I think that they are nice one time that you know him or
Mm.
they. So yeah, I have.
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a cultural difference, and a lot of the Mexican people
Yeah.
respond the way you respond. Like how dare you not want to talk to strangers? Like you're so rude. It's not that. It's that first of all, we perceive that behavior as being rude, and you
Okay.
perceive being antisocial as rude.
Yeah, because you say, why she's talking to me if I
Right,
don't. Yeah.
exactly. So Mexican people look at it as, oh, you're mean, you're rude, and American people look at it as, I don't fucking know you. You're making me uncomfortable because not only are you like talking to me and asking me questions, and I don't know you, and I didn't invite you to ask me questions, but then they'll also ask you to like take a picture, and that's like an invasion of your
Oh,
privacy
they
in
take a
America.
picture of you.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like all that type of
Hmm.
stuff, we find that to be rude. And me especially, I don't like the way that people uh, come at me in Mexico because really where it's coming from is like a place of fascination and entertainment. And here's the thing, time out. I'm not your fucking entertainment. I'm not in Mexico to entertain you. So like when people are staring and they're pointing and laughing and doing all this stuff, it's like
Oh,
that
really?
we find that very, very rude. Me especially, I find that extremely rude and disrespectful because that's not why I'm here.
Yeah, I know.
You understand what I'm trying to say? I didn't book my plane ticket and pay all my expenses to come here to entertain you because you're bored. I didn't come here to be a sight to see. I didn't come here to take pictures and to be a novelty to you. So yes, for me, that's fucking infuriating, and I have to deal with it all the time. So yeah, it becomes a problem. But yeah, I get it. Mexican people are nice people and all that kind of stuff, and that's wonderful. But they have to also, just like all people from everywhere, you have to see things from other people's perspective. You can't just look at it from your perspective. And if I'm here and I'm on a mission and I got shit to do, and every 10 seconds somebody's jumping in my face trying to make conversation, literally ask me for things. Can you do this? Can I take a picture with you? Can I
Oh,
do it?
really?
It's like, bro, I got somewhere to go. What makes you think I got time to stop and take a picture? I'm not dressed up as Mickey Mouse at Disney World. This isn't my fucking job. I'm not here for that. I'm not here so you can show people, "Oh, look, I took a picture with a black guy from America today." That's not why I'm here.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. And what I have to do is clearly more important than what you have to do. So get the fuck out of my way so that I could get to the next corner and somebody else can do that to me. So it's kind of like what it's like to be a beautiful woman in a major city. Every 10 seconds somebody's in your face, "Hey beautiful, hey gorgeous, how are you?" So when women are like, yo, get out of my face or I'm not interested, a lot of guys, they get offended like, "Oh, how dare you? Who do you think you are? You stuck up bitch." Yeah, but what you don't understand is her experience. You don't get her experience. She's been getting that since 9 a.m. Since she left her house, there's been guys in her face trying to talk to her, complimenting her, asking her for her number. So at this point, she's frustrated because you're the 12th guy. to get in her face and try to make conversation and tell her she's beautiful. But in your mind, oh, why is she acting like that? Why is she so irritated? I just said hi. You and every other construction worker, you and every other fucking dickhead that thinks he has a chance. So anyhow, next question I'm gonna ask you is, have you been to the U.S.?
No, I never been in USA.
Okay. Well, do you want to go to the USA?
Yeah, I want to go one day.
She's more interested in going to the U.S. than having children. Okay. All right. Well, Disney, check out Disney
Yeah,
World
for sure.
for sure, right? Because all the girls are always like, I went to Orlando, I went to Disney World. It's like, okay, cool. Um, so the next thing I want to ask you is what do your friends think about American guys? Like, what are some of the comments they make and, you know, things like that?
Well, I take to some parties to my American friends, and at first, my friends are a little like shy because sometimes the mood or the vibes are not the same that the boy have in their country, so
Mm,
it's not like the same parties here like the parties that maybe you have in USA. You only know that. So but my friends say that they was nice. Even one of my friend don't talk too much, is like more seriously
mm,
more serious. Is He's a good guy, and he never be rude with my friends, with my Mexican friends.
mm.
So I think that they thought that he was nice.
No, well, I mean, like, what do they think about Americans in general? Not
Oh, in
necessarily
general.
meeting them, but yeah, like in general, like seeing them
Oh,
on TV, seeing them visit.
well, I think that all Mexican people are like have respect
Mm,
and admiration for American people, because obviously we grow up with American movies,
right, exactly.
with American TV shows. So I think that we have the dream, maybe, or the yeah the we want to
Aspiration.
be, yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
want to be, in USA one time. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
we obviously respect the job, the all everything about Americans.
Yeah, the hype.
So here in Mexico are many foreign people. So I think that we have the chance to meet these people. I think
Mm.
that we have good comments or good
Yeah,
perspective about
yeah. It's just
American people.
that's something that guys will kind of experience in many other countries. I try to tell
Yeah,
guys is like, if you're an American, you're over here, dealing with being underappreciated and not recognized, and because a lot of guys are invisible in America, and it's like, well, you're not too noticeable or too relevant in America, but you do have an advantage in other places. It's not just Mexico, even in like Jamaica. I'm Jamaican, but when Jamaican guys go back to Jamaica, it's like, it's a completely different treatment that you get because you
oh really?
obviously have the freedom to travel back and forth. So people look at you as an opportunity, you know what I mean? So that's just how it is being American, because so much marketing, so to speak, has been done for you. So much advertisement has already been done for you. So it's like you might have nothing in common with who they think you look like or who they think you remind them of, but they're going off of the imagery and the representation that they see on TV and
Yes,
commercials
actually.
and shit like that. So
Or the style of life.
right, right. Like I've been traveling my whole life, and it's just funny because when I travel, they always assume that I'm like either a rapper or I'm an
Oh,
athlete or what. Well,
really?
it turns out that I actually became a pro athlete at some point. But for me to be on first class on a plane, nobody's thinking, oh, he's a businessman or he made some smart investments. So like, oh, what team do you play for? Oh, you're in the NFL. Oh, they're automatically going to assume that. Um, and and a lot of it really doesn't even have to do with the money, which is what I'm trying to tell guys. So as far as women are concerned, foreign women will be attracted to American men just because of the swagger. just because of the status. You don't
Oh
even
yeah.
necessarily have to have all this money and all this shit. Just you looking like an American, talking like an American, they're already more interested um, than their own guys. And it's the same thing in America because a lot of women in America will be like they like Italian guys or they like whatever. But I've been to Italy, and women will take an average looking American over an extremely handsome Italian guy. I've seen it many times just simply because he's American. Um, all right, so fair enough. Next thing I'm going to ask you is, well, you kind of already mentioned some of the things you don't like um, about Americans. So, all right, so tell me like some of the things um, that you do like about Americans.
Things that like.
Hmm.
Well, I think that the principal thing that I like about Americans is like you say, you can change like your style of life or
Hmm.
your customers. You know, I'm like Mexican. I maybe say, oh, you try this dish of Mexico, and he shared with me these kind of things of his country. So I like to know new things about him or about his country or
Hmm.
practice my English because it's like not so good. Like you listen, but I like to know um, people that is to other place or other country. So I think that is interesting. That
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing that I try to tell guys, man. It's like here in Mexico, a lot of the little things go a lot further. Just conversation is more valuable here than it is in America. Um, with people in general, here people entertain themselves a lot just with conversation. And a lot of women will be interested in American guys simply for conversation. Like
hmm.
for something as small as practicing their English, they would be interested in going out with an American guy. It's like, oh my God, let's go and have a donut at Krispy Kreme and have some coffee because that's 30, 40 minutes of me getting to practice my English with an actual American. Whereas in America, a woman has to really like you just to go get a cup of coffee. Um, so just a lot of things that are very, very different. And one of the other ladies that was on was just talking about how she expects and wants guys to be so affectionate. And I was talking about how, every day, even today, I was grossed out and creeped out as usual at how overly the fucking guys are affectionate here, bro. It's like, ugh. Everywhere you turn, a girl's hugging a girl, or somebody's hugging on their mom, or some dude's hugging on his friend. They're just friends, but they're hugging. And it's like, everybody acts like they haven't seen each other in years, like in months. Everybody acts like they haven't seen this person in 6 months. Like this person
Yeah.
just got off a plane and you haven't seen them in 6 months, and you've been with them all day. And it's just weird as an American because it's the opposite of how it is in America. Americans are not very affectionate at all. And then here it's the polar opposite extreme.
Yeah,
And I can't
that's true.
stress to guys how much it is. Like you would think, I don't know why are you even bringing that up. Like who cares? It's like, bro, you have to understand what I'm trying to say. If you come here, everywhere you turn, somebody is hugging on somebody and nuzzling their face in someone's neck, and like it's like, god damn, what the, relax. Everywhere you turn, and it's like with plutonic friends, it's with couples, it's with moms and daughters, it's with sons, and it's everybody here is holding
So
each other's
affective.
hands and hugging
Yeah.
each other, and it's just like, you're going to be with this person for the rest of the day. You're going to be with them tomorrow. You're probably going to with them the day after tomorrow. They're not going anywhere. Chill out. You're online at Starbucks, and the amount of times a couple will kiss each other before it's their turn to order, it's just like, so it's just really weird, man. It's just weird as an American. I know you guys are probably thinking like I'm overreacting over this. Come to Mexico and you'll see what I'm trying to say, bro. It's really gross and weird to see it all the time. Um, but it's just another example of the little things that
Yeah,
people
that
that
are
people
different.
right that people value so much here. Whereas in America, you see the kiss when you first see the person, you give them a hug, you give them a kiss, then you spend time together, hang out, and then when you're parting ways, again, you might hug and you might kiss, and that's it. That's the end of it. In Mexico, it's literally every 5 minutes, every 6 minutes, it's another hug and cuddle and people just standing holding each other. The fuck are you doing? Just standing and holding each other. It's just weird, man. It's just weird. Um, but anyhow, just a lot of little things um, are treasured here as far as human interaction. So for the guys, I guess that value that, because there's a lot of guys in America that I think are probably deprived of perfection. Come to Mexico, knock yourself out, knock yourself out. The women here will give you all the hugs and kisses and shit your mommy didn't give you. Um, so now let's talk about some of the things that you don't like about Americans. I know you mentioned them being a little antisocial, but are there any other things that you don't like about Americans?
Mm, yeah, that maybe that they are sometimes. Well, I mean, I'm not a so affective person, but I think that sometimes it's good to show your feelings, or if you are watching a movie, or if you are
Hmm.
in your house, maybe it's good to have, like, you know a cuddle. I don't know. So I think that I don't like that you are not expressive. So Americans aren't so expressive.
Mm,
So, but I think that it's a sometimes good thing because you have your space. So I think it's good. It's like half and a half. But other thing that I don't like maybe is mm, that they don't have, like, uh responsibly affective. Sometimes they don't took the things seriously.
I'm not
So
sure what you mean. I think Americans are far more serious than Mexicans.
oh, really, you think? No, I think no. I think that well, some people that I know is like they are not too honest all at all. So
Oh yeah, I don't. Well, I don't know. I think there's a language barrier there. I don't know if you're talking about honesty or seriousness, but no, Americans aren't very honest necessarily, but they are more serious though than Mexicans.
more serious than Mexican, you say?
Yeah, Mexicans, everything's a joke. Everything's like fun and funny, and they laugh at things that we wouldn't think are funny. So they're always a lot more playful. They're in a lot more playful, um, childlike mood. So
Well, I think that it's only the only things that I don't like.
right.
Mm.
Real quick, shout out to Seth for the $5 super chat. He's just basically telling you guys get those likes up. I don't stress the likes too much, or the views, or the comments. I don't know. I'm not really like an algorithm guy, but I'm supposed to care as a YouTuber. I'm supposed to care. So yeah, guys, get the likes up. Do what it do. Um, all right, so I think there's tons of things to dislike about Americans, but but that could just be because I am an American. So
No, obviously not. I will be honest, but is I'm a person that is like tolerant with the other person, so it's
mm,
not like I have
yeah,
problem with that.
I mean, when something's different and something's new, we tend to focus on the things we like about it. So this is why I urge guys to get out there and travel, not just Mexico, just travel in fucking general, bro. Come and see for yourself, because I mean, there's only but so much that someone can tell you about somewhere. You got to go for yourself, and I just think that the information that we get about Mexico is so off. As far as what Americans are told about Mexico, it's like 80% negative, and it's not accurate at all. Today I paid 50 cents for half a watermelon, and it was just delicious.
Hmm.
And for me, the food alone is very, very important and valuable. And when people would ask me, like, why do you go to Mexico so often? Why are you always in Mexico? I'm like, the food. They misunderstand it. They think I like tacos and shit. I don't fucking eat tacos. They don't get it because they're making assumptions. They're like, "Oh, you like Mexican food?" It's like, "No, I like the food in Mexico. It's not the same thing. You're misinterpreting the sentence. I'm not saying I like burritos and tacos and the Mexican dishes. I'm saying I like the quality of food in Mexico, meaning the meats are very quality, high quality meats, the fruits, the vegetables, the produce, the grain, the breads. It's very high quality. It was also in Italy. The thing is, in Italy, the food wasn't affordable. That's the thing. Italy has very high quality food as well. In Mexico, the food is not only great quality, but it's also extremely affordable. And for somebody like me, I can not only taste the difference, not only feel the difference, but I can see the difference. Like I can see the difference Mexican food does to my body in a very short period of time. Since I've been here, I've already gained at least a pound and a half of pure sheer quality muscle just because the meat is so much of a higher quality. So just things like that. And then, of course, going out, the clubs, the live entertainment, going to the movies, going to restaurants, all those type of things are a higher quality at a lower price point than in America. So just going out and enjoying yourself, eating good, drinking good, listening to good music. The clubs that play reggaeton out here are serious.
Hmm.
Afro beats is becoming big now in a lot of the major cities. So it's just a lot going on, man. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. There's like so many clubs popping around here. I just haven't had time, but I'm, constantly passing by, coming from the gym, and I'm like, God damn, the club is lit. It's 10 o'clock and it's already lit. I can look in there and see, like, God damn, it's lit in there. So I'm just reporting back home, for the young guys that want to have fun and they're in that time in their life. I'm not in my 20s anymore, but I still have eyes, so I can see it and be like, yo, you guys need to take your ass to Mexico. You know what I mean? And enjoy yourself. Um, and you don't have to kill your wallet to do it. And like I tell guys all the time, the women out here are very, very um, available in that sense. Whereas in America, what I hear most from guys is, girls aren't available, girls are flaking on them, girls aren't texting them back, aren't calling back, aren't showing up for dates, blah, blah, blah. You know, Here, the people are very, very social. They always want to go out, they always want to do stuff, they always want to go eat, go drink, go dance, whatever. So I'm just telling guys what it is. Um, for guys like me that like to train, that like the gyms here are far superior to the gyms in America. And which is weird. It's ironic because the training here is trash. People don't know how to work out for shit here. It's terrible the way people work out here. It's horrible. It is the worst. Like burn it all. Burn it all, start from square one. But as far as the actual gyms, the equipment, the machine, amazing. It's amazing the machines and the equipment that they have here. So there's a lot of weird things here. There's a lot of things that are worse, and there's a lot of things that are far better. There's a lot of things that are way more expensive. There are a lot of things that are way cheaper. Like supplements here are ridiculously expensive. Today I spent over $130 on vitamins, and I got like four things. So some things are overpriced, other things are way cheaper. Electronics here are ridiculously expensive. You're not going to want to buy an iPhone or an iPad or a TV or something like that in Mexico.
Hmm.
Ridiculously priced. The clothing is ridiculously priced. If you want to buy anything that's like name brand clothes, forget about it. Um, but then on the flip side of it, the labor is extremely cheap and the food is extremely cheap, and going to clubs and events are extremely cheap. The movies here, like IMAX, iPic, and all that kind of shit. The movie tickets here are $5, guys. I'm dead ass serious.
Hmm.
And it's not like it's any less than it is in America. If anything, it might be actually a little bit more. Like the experience or the quality or whatever of the movie theaters. So for the same IMAX that you're paying $16 or $22 for or whatever, because I know in Miami it's like $22 for IMAX tickets.
Oh, really?
Right here, the IMAX tickets are I think either $6 or $7, and then whatever the other thing lower than that is $5. So just something to think about. Then the malls are really nice. You have ice skating rings in the mall. You have all kind of shit in the mall. You're like, what the fuck? This is supposed to be a poor country. So I don't want guys to think like when I say things are cheaper, that they're a cheaper quality. No, that's not what I'm saying. They're not a cheaper quality. If anything, they're a better quality. It just costs less. So that's how that is. Let me see. I think I got a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna let you go. I have. So you said you haven't been to America, but you want to go.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with that? I mean, do you have a visa to travel? Because you speak perfect English.
No, I learn English in my school
Hmm.
because here in Mexico, you have to have some percentage of English by you get your title and when you finish the university. But yeah, actually, I have to go to Hermosillo to get my interview to my visa.
Okay.
So because I like, and I hope that the next year I can
They're gonna get
visit.
approve you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I
ain't gonna
can
come
visit
back. You're not gonna
Disneyland.
come back. You're gonna go to America and have a baby for some American guy. That's
Mm.
gonna be the trade off. She's gonna be like, I didn't really want kids,
Yeah,
but if I get to stay in America, all right, I'll
I back with a surprise to my family.
I'll pop one out. I'll have a baby
Yeah, like,
boy or
hey,
girl to stay
surprise.
in America. I ain't stupid.
Yeah.
I know what time it is. I know what time it is. All right. So the last question here is, um, what aspect of American men is most important to you? Is it his looks, his status, his personality, or his money, his earning potential?
Mm. Oh, I think that all are important.
No, no, we're not playing that
If
fucking
I
game.
only
I
have
don't
to
know why women
choose,
answer like that. I made it
mm,
clear. What's the priority? What's the number one thing in order? What's the most
I think
important?
personality. I think that because I like when I meet someone, it's like the first thing that I look is at his
I
personality.
don't believe that. You see, why do women got to do this shit? Okay,
Yeah, it's not
now
shit
let's
for
be
me.
realistic here.
It's
So if a guy is ugly, you're going to be paying attention to his personality. You're gonna be like, oh man, that guy is so ugly that I didn't even notice him.
no.
But let me investigate his personality. Like that's not the way it works.
No, I mean when you see
Mm.
someone, you look how he is, you know, because I don't like that people that men if he is shy, you know. So I like that he was like
All right, let me hold on. Let me translate it for guys, okay? Because this is where women disconnect from these type of questions, and then the guys that have little experience with women, this is where they get lost in the sauce. So let me try to bridge the gap here. Fuck. Um. Okay. Because this is where guys are gonna get confused. They're gonna think that they can actually have a chance with women if they have a good personality. Okay, but I understand that the woman is not going to notice the guy in the first place if he's not attractive. But if he is attractive enough, then these other things get put into order: personality, his status, his money, his income, and shit like that. But before you even look in that direction, the guy would have to have some level of attractiveness. So when I put that in there, it's not as a curveball, it's not to confuse women. The reason why I put that in there is because it's as to say, if the guy was attractive, would she be willing to compromise the other things? And we know to an extent, obviously, yes, because there's a lot of women that deal with guys that have bad behavior. And you would have to ask yourself, why would you be dealing with this guy in the first place if he treats you like that? It's obviously because he's attractive. Um, but we're just trying to get an understanding of how much does a guy need to earn in order to be considered, boyfriend, husband material. So let's start with that. Like, how much do you think that a guy needs to earn to be able to secure you in a relationship? Because that is important that he's able to
mm,
provide and sustain a relationship.
well, I mean like six, 60, mm, yeah, 60,000.
60,000 pesos or
Yeah,
60,000
no,
US?
pesos.
60,000
Like 60,000.
pesos?
Yeah.
God damn, hold on. That was a lot
Well,
more.
I mean, here in Mexico, it's like renting a house is not too expensive like in
Yeah,
other
but hold
countries,
on.
you know.
Because
So,
the last girl that actually gave a number, I think she said, well, oh, you're talking about annually. Because she
sorry,
was talking about monthly. You're talking about annually.
no, monthly in a month.
In a month? Wait, 60,000 US. Wait, what? Wait, hold. 60. Okay, how much monthly in pesos?
60,000. 60, yeah, 60,
60?
yeah. How many
Wait,
says the last girl?
wait, what? You wait, you're confusing me. That's all right. Sorry. Okay. Anyhow, sorry guys. Anyhow, 60,000 pesos is 3 grand U.S.
Oh.
All right, so that's a little bit more practical. The other girl, what she was saying, which kind of threw me off, what she was saying was, hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now because I have her translation here. She said, she said 20.
20?
Yeah, she has that threw me off. She said 20, but she's young. She's like 20. No, she's not. She's your age. She's your age. So anyhow, she said 20,000 pesos, which is a third. So
Yeah.
basically a thousand
Oh,
dollars.
maybe she say at
No, no, that's what she meant.
oh, really?
Yeah. So you're saying 3,000 US a month. She was saying 1,000 a month US, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, that's nothing in America.
No.
You can't do shit with $1,000 a month. That's just your
No,
rent.
even here is not too much money to live like,
Mm.
and like you say, provide
Yeah,
your
provide for a
livelihood.
woman also?
Yeah, it's
Of
not
course not.
too
Ooh,
much.
of course not. But I noticed the women here aren't too high maintenance. Like you have your nails done, but most women here, guys, do not have their nails done. Majority of the women here do not have their nails done, and they do their own hair. So that's very different in most major cities in America. I'm not saying like every chick in America is high maintenance. It's obviously not the deal. If you're in the fucking backwoods of Texas, you know. But anyhow, I'm talking about major cities. Houston, Dallas, Miami, New York, L.A.
Yeah.
The women are high maintenance. I don't know what you talking about. You're gonna have a hard time finding a girl in Miami that doesn't have her toes and her fingers done at all times, and they get their hair done at the salon. So that shit is expensive. That shit's pricey, bro. And this is why a lot of these chicks have to monetize their sexuality. They got to be fucking with sugar daddies and doing all kind of other shit because in order to rely on one man to provide that, they're gonna have to actually behave themselves. And American women don't want to behave themselves. They don't want to be humble. They don't want to be disciplined and respectful to one man. So they're like, you know what? I want the freedom to be a selfish bitch. And in order to pull that off, I'm gonna have to monetize my looks. So that's why the women in America prefer to be single. It's for a different reason than the women here. Um, so anyhow, in any event, that's what that's about. So for the guys that kind of want to play the whole provider thing, because there's men that want to do that, right? And I'm one of those men. If I'm with a woman, yeah, I want to be the provider, and I'm gonna have my rules, and I'm gonna have my boundaries and the lifestyle that I, uh, demand. So if you're a guy that wants to do that, you're better off in a country like Mexico where it's actually affordable
Hmm.
to, to
Yeah.
to maintain a woman, to maintain a beautiful woman, and not only affordable, but she's gonna appreciate it because she's not taking it for granted because it's not the norm here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If you have a woman here and you're getting her nails done every couple of weeks, I'm trust me, guys, she's gonna appreciate it because all the other women are gonna be telling her how lucky she is because they don't have it like that. They've never had their nails done, or it's only for special occasions. So if you're taking care of a woman and every 10 days you're getting her feet and her nails done, you know what I'm saying? And then when you do buy her flowers, she's actually going to respect it and appreciate it and value it, and be grateful. Whereas in America, they're like, you didn't do this and you didn't do that and you need to do this and why you never do that and why you don't do this. And then when you do it, they're like, oh, that's right, you better. So anyhow, um, all right. So you said 60,000 pesos, 3,000 a month US. So the other thing is status, like where does status fit in? How important he is, how much power he has, basically. How important is that to you?
Well, I like to be with person that knows a lot of many things.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's not necessary that, well, nowadays it's not so necessary to have a career, because I know people that maybe they know to do his business or his deals, and they have a lot of money even they don't finish their university or something like that. But I think that it's important that you, even you finish or not a career, that you yeah that you read or you know or search about things, so I think that, yeah, for me it's important that if I have a boyfriend or if I date with someone, he have like yeah, like he is intelligent or something like
Mhm.
that. So I think that it's important.
No, I mean, definitely important. All right, but I get it. Obviously, yes, the personality thing is important. And when you say personality, what women really mean is how you treat them. That's what they mean.
Mhm.
So, I have to remind guys all the time, don't think that women give two shits about any aspect of a guy outside of how it correlates to them. It's always how it correlates to them. So never think that a woman cares about you being talented if that talent doesn't benefit them. They don't care about how many people you know and about your network and about your status and reputation unless it benefits them. They don't care how much money you have if you're not spending it on them. They don't care how tall you are for you. They don't care about you dunking a basketball. They care about you being tall and being with them and them having a tall guy. And on a biological level, about breeding with you because you're going to give them bigger, stronger children. So just always keep that in mind, guys. Whatever it is that women like about you, they like it in terms of how it benefits them. That will always be the case. It's never going to be, I'm so happy that he writes books because it makes him happy. They don't give a shit about your fucking hobbies and what you like to do and what you're good at. They only care if it benefits them. And it's not because they're like nefarious or bad people, it's just because that's how they're wired biologically. That's how they're wired. If they care about you playing the piano, it's because they want children that are going to be talented. It's stuff like that. All right, guys. So just keep that in mind. You do want to increase your skill set because it makes you more valuable to other people as far as economics is concerned, and it makes you more attractive to women as far as provision is concerned. But don't ever get to thinking that people give a shit about you. People care about the value you have to offer them. And there's nothing wrong with that. But for all you guys that have a hard time making friends and have a hard time networking and have a hard time getting laid, it's probably because you don't have any fucking value to offer other people. And yes, I'm going to say it to you frank like that because it's something somebody should have told you when you were still a kid. That way it wouldn't hurt your fucking feelings. All right, when you're a little kid, how many friends you can make is contingent on what you're good at. If you're good at playing sports, you're going to make friends because they want to win in the sports they play. So they want you to be on their team so they can win. What the fuck? God damn. The kid that's last to get picked is because he doesn't have anything to contribute to the team. So keep that in mind. When you have all this free time, you have all this idle time, ask yourself, are you building skills with your time? Are you doing shit that's going to make you valuable to the group with your time? Are you learning a skill set? If you're not, then you can't sit here and wonder why people don't acknowledge you, why people don't recognize you. If you have time, you have opportunity. Get on YouTube, get on whatever the fuck, Skillshare or whatever the fuck, find a place where something's being taught that's useful to other people and learn that thing. All right? And keep adding to that. Speaking another language, awesome. Now figure out how to make money with that. Figure out how to be beneficial to other people. I knew a white boy that went to fucking school in China. He learned the Mandarin and all this other bullshit. Now he's highly sought after because he's helpful in making business deals between English speaking companies and Chinese speaking companies. But he spent 6 years of his fucking life to go learn. You know what I mean? That skill set. And now it gets him laid all over the world and he keeps his bank account fat. But I'm pretty sure it was boring and taxing for him to dedicate that much time to learning the Mandarin. Chinese is a very difficult language to learn. They have so many fucking characters in the thousands. They have thousands and thousands of characters to learn. But the point I'm making is he made the sacrifice, he made the investment, and he is highly compensated for it. So find something that's worth knowing, that's worth being good at, and put the time in and become good at that shit. All right, guys? Other than that, we want to thank Shannon for coming through and sharing with us. We appreciate you.
Oh, thanks.
Cute as ever. And if you have any friends that you can recommend that speak English, that'd be nice. Because I got a lot of ladies that want to come, but they don't speak English. So,
Yeah, for sure.
you know,
I will recommend my friends.
it's a struggle, right? All right, yeah. So talk to some of your English speaking friends for me. As long as they're cute or whatever, we could work something out. Um, and other than that, guys, I'll catch you on the next one, which will probably be tomorrow. Um, yeah, man, let's keep it authentic. We're out of here. Peace.
Hmm.